want to introduce a friend, a performer, a civil servant, but right now he doesn't know in which ministry he resides. The principal director, culture and entertainment, without a ministry, because they are being sworn in as I speak, and we just don't know where and who. Sidney Bartley, could you come forward? Because you're bringing greetings on behalf of your minister. Does she still have a ministry? And is your minister still a woman? You sure about that? Okay, then you know more about things than I do. Will you welcome Sidney Bartley?
Good afternoon, everyone. I greet you in the name of Minister Grange, who is unable to be here this afternoon for obvious reasons. And so I'm asked to deputize for her. At a ceremony, she would have loved to have been here personally. Ms. Ellington, Professor Ball, guest speaker, ladies and gentlemen. And a special greeting to Ms. Hazel, special greeting to you from myself, from the minister, from the ministry. A quotation from the text that we are unveiling this evening says, and I quote, "Theatrical practice has always tended to reflect the outlook of the vital and more articulate elements of society. No art can be conceived in a vacuum. It is the result of a society, of a special way of viewing life at a particular place and time by a particular group of people," unquote. We are quite honored to be here this evening at this very important ceremony. We are pleased as Jamaican people at the unveiling of this document, this book that comes out now. As a country that has grown up on the platform of orature, where so much that we ought to know resides in the heads of others among us, where the history and the stories of our lives are often told by others, oftentimes not accurately. It is in theater and other elements of the arts that we are able to find ourselves and find the correct and more accurate images of ourselves that we must take to become the kind of people we would want to become. Theater is one of our strongest of our performing arts. It is where we have been able to place ourselves and the different elements of our being, whether as the shepherd or the mother woman or the obia man, whether as the observer, the market vendor or the prime minister, whatever we are shaping to be, we've seen ourselves on stage. And in doing so, we have been able to get a glimpse of the kind of society we can be. And as we move towards the celebration of Jamaica 50, and looking at the journey that has taken us thus far, a journey that started with a glorious past of persons from the African continent being forcefully removed by others from Europe and taken to cohabit a space like this, and to then join together with persons from other parts of Asia and the Middle East. And in all of that, crafting a culture that was going to be our doing, and creating our own civilization through a rediscovery of our own ancestral pedigree, we are able at this time to look at ourselves through theater. Whether as Claude McKay, as he was there in exile in the United States, looking back at his own country and at James Hill in Clarendon, and wishing to return again to laugh and love and watch with wonder eyes at golden noon the forest fires burn, wafting their blue-black smoke to sapphire skies. Or whether as Roger Mace, taking us back to the jungle of Brother Man and the challenge to development and the personal space and personal creativity. whether we see ourselves as Patterson's children of Sisyphus or any other form of expression that has become a part of the myriad expressions we have created in this space, we are able to continue that rediscovery of self that allows us to continue to create a vital culture that is now seen as Brand Jamaica. It is to this that we set our eyes on Wycliffe and Hazel Bennett. It is to this that we come this evening to pledge our support and to say thanks for the work that they have done in unearthing, in discovering and bringing to us all the things that we may have forgotten. Because you see, as a people, sometimes we forget. And if we delve in our own forgetfulness, we will not reach the kind of heights that we are able to reach if we were only able to remember from whence we came and see the glory of what we have become. And so we thank them from the Ministry of Culture for this work, for the work that they have done in researching and bringing to us so much of the Jamaican expression from the past to now. We thank them for the love with which they have done this work, the passion that is displayed across the pages of this work. We remember Wycliffe Bennett as a person, the cultured man, who understood what he used to call national vanity, the concept in which Jamaicans could wash and reflect on themselves as people of substance, people who have come from a point where they were oppressed and to a point where we have triumphed. From victims to victors, we have become the kind of people we have become through our theater, our culture, and our arts. This evening, we say thanks, and in doing so, we pledge our own support to continue the work that must be done, because you see, the process, like the journey, must continue. And we pledge to Mr. Wycliffe Bennett especially for all the spirit that he has given to so many of us, that the passion will never end. Thank you very much.
Sidney Bartley, thank you so much. Principal Director of Culture and Entertainment. And before I bring our special guest on, let me just acknowledge that this book launch is a collaborative effort. The University of the West Indies Press, in association with the Culture, Health, Arts, Sports and Education Fund, CHASE, and the Jamaican National Commission for UNESCO. These are the main drivers behind this, and you could just show your appreciation with some applause. And again, we welcome you all here. When we thought